Following last Saturday's game against the Chiefs, head coach Jeff Fisher publicly called out fifth-year veteran Brian Quick for dropping too many passes. The wide receiver will see a lot of time on the field today just to prove his pass-catching abilities. With cuts right around the corner, Coach Fisher needs to see more out of his veteran. Otherwise, there's some talent in that wide receiver room that are undrafted guys.
Tennessee Lady Vols tip off the brand new season on their home floor today at Thompson Bowling Arena as they host the Carson Newman Eagles in an exhibition matchup. Hi everyone, Bob Kessling along with Dani Klupenger here at the arena. Dani, the big story today, Tennessee only has 7 players ready to go. Holly
Warlick has academic rules for a reason. You must go to class, you must sit in the first 3 rows, and if you don't follow those rules, you're not going to play.
So 4 players suspended because of that, and Isabel Harrison a bit banged up. They're going to hold her out today. As for Carson Newman, Tatum Berstrom is their big gunner.
Tatum Berstrom led the team in scoring last year, good behind the arc, great three-point shooter, and she works alongside J.J. McLaughlin. The tandem of guards can do it all.
And now for Tennessee, with everybody out, that puts a lot of pressure today on Bashara Graves.
Bashara Graves is a blue-collar player. Her teammates feed off of her. She's moving up the ranks in almost every category, and she was on that preseason All-SEC list for a reason.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today.
The Rams' defensive line is downright scary. They start 4 first-round draft picks and added a 5th in Nick Fairley as a reserve. Fairley was drafted by the Lions right before the Rams drafted Robert Quinn. His pass rushing abilities alongside Aaron Donald will make them a dynamic interior rush duo. She is sealing constantly that low block player, getting her hand up, and they're able to just lob it right into her all day long. Mercedes is about to do the same thing. She's hooking her in. She's got a layup.
Gets her own rebound on the miss.
Tavon, how good did it feel to sign that 4-year extension? What made you want to stay with this Rams organization?
Just a family type of the deal we got going over.
For more on the matchup, let's send it over to Dani Klupenger.
Thanks, Martin. As you just said, Sean Mannion is the guy likely to take Austin Davis's spot. Coach Fisher said we'll see a lot of the 3rd-round draft pick tonight, and he's done fairly well up to this point, other than the interception he threw against the Colts. And the last time you probably would have played in the Coliseum, with the exception of this last preseason game, was when you were in a UCLA uniform. What's it like to be part of the home team here in this Coliseum?
I mean, it's great. It's a little different when they're cheering for you.
New role for yourself as well. You're really going to have to step up into that leadership position. You're the veteran of the group. Are you comfortable with it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think
you had an impressive first preseason game. This one was another great performance. How important is it to really prove yourself in these preseason games to make sure you can find a spot on that 53-man roster?
Oh, man, it's very important. You know, 2nd-year player.
A very quiet head coach. He relies heavily on associate head coach Adam Barrett. Coach Barrett is the voice at practice. He's the discipliner. He's a very high-energy guy. Guys, I've played my 4-year career here, and I can tell you exactly why this house rules. There are 2 staples at Stony Brook game day. The first are these guys behind me, the Spirit of Stony Brook pep band. Josh Richardson is at that point guard spot for Tennessee, which is new to him. It's his senior year, and he's having to learn an entirely new system because of a new head coach. And on top of that, he's learning how to lead within that system. Thanks, Jill. Final preseason game, final chance for the guys to make a case for themselves on the 53-man roster. The only areas that Coach Fisher is paying particular attention to, the linebackers and the offensive linemen.